Well, hi everyone. Welcome back to FTRL. We are here for week number 4 of GT2 in season 26. And today we are at good old England and we are doing some racing around Brands Hatch, where we're going to watch everybody go off at turn 1 at least once in the evening and probably a few times at Sheen Curve and the rest of it because it's GT2. So, welcome. Joining me is my... Should we just tell him Will? We're lovers. It's my lover. It's Will. It's Panda. Good evening.
Good evening. We've got a very deep connection, haven't we?
We have.
So
it's as deep as Mike's piles.
Oh.
There we go. We're in early. Bosh.
But I'm ready for a bit of Brands. I do like Brands. It's a good track. What layout have we got today?
So we've got the F1 qualifying at the Brands Indy circuit, and fun fact, Mike named his little girl Indy after the Brands Hatch Indy circuit.
That's true. That I was at one of the weekends with the FTRL lot, and I did hear the announcer say it.
Yeah, so there were several thousand people there, and I decided to text in to the comms thing and tell them that Mike named his child after Brands Hatch Indy, because her name's Indy. So fun fact, that is completely true despite what he'll tell you. So yeah, let's all get on board with that. So update for you, he does still have piles and COVID. So yeah, everything's as solid as it can be, quite literally. Nobby, why aren't you racing? Where are you? Have you not done the update? Because that wouldn't surprise me. You're like GT2's Lennon. Right, let's go on board with Derek. So Brands Hatch Indy circuit. So I can actually talk a little bit about the track tonight because I used to work here and I've been here several times. So both in
I've also been here. So we're actually an educated commentary pairing for this. We've both been here. You used to work there. It's going well. It's
quite frightening, really.
Yeah, so, and I think this is the layout that the touring cars did, to be fair.
Yeah, so that's not Derek's not done the line that you want there through the final corner. But yeah, so
that's... Oh, carry on.
I was just going to say, I think you're looking around your 43s-ish, I think, if memory serves correct tonight. Around Brands Indy, they are on the medium tyres for Q1 and Q2, so we will lose 2 people from Q1, as Nobby isn't there and Blue Flag can't actually do qualifying because he's covering for Beach, who's had something last minute come up, and we send our love and best wishes to Beach. Jones is off at the final corner, which is always glorious to see. And so far, Dusty
not
Fossil,
from my point of view as my teammate, but there we go.
Yeah, but we don't really mind, do we? Dusty Fossil is leading the way as it stands. They've got 5 minutes, so they've only got about 2.5 minutes left, and he's 2.5 tenths clear almost of Derek, who's just put himself up to P2. Dusty Fossil's... Yep.
There we go. Easily done on that curb, to be fair. It is a bit of a slidey one.
Yeah, what we're going to do is we're just going to prolong this and we're going to watch Dusty Fossil get himself out of this, because if he spins again it'll be right comedy value. That's boring, isn't it? Look.
An experienced head on his shoulders.
Yep. Jadon in P2. He needs to be better than he was last week, because last week he was quite poo, wasn't he? At St. Croix.
He wasn't.
Didn't go well.
There we go.
Yeah. And he's up to second. Championship leader. Mr. Reliable. Also Mr.
And
Angry.
Fan favourite as well, would you say? Fan favourite?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. James is pushing rather hard for someone that's 6 tenths down on his lap. Joe Burns improving every week. Up in P5. Oh, he's gone up to P2. Let's stay on board with the Burns.
This is a bit of a sort of legacy GT track, this.
Yeah.
Burns will have raced this many times for GT Sport.
Yeah, and he won a lot of times here as well. So I'm expecting Joe to go well tonight. Obviously there is gravel a lot of the places on this circuit, and there's a lot of opportunity to get this horribly wrong. At this point they're just doing the easy part. When we get into it they've got to deal with the Grand Prix layout, the GP layout, so which will only go well. I mean, it'll be absolute gold for us to watch.
There's some very tricky corners around that GP layout, especially in that final sort of couple of sectors.
Yeah, there's words.
It's always a good one to watch.
There's a lot of word of lag, and which does look quite apparent actually. I must say, it does look.
There's a bit of lag, isn't there?
A wee bit laggy. Let's watch Jade on as he comes around the final. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, there is a bit.
He's absolutely sent it, isn't he, up there? I mean, in fairness, once we've done this, I mean, I can change over to host and see if it stabilises everything, but at the moment, whilst we're just doing qualifying, it's not too bad. Jadon is extremely wide out of Graham
You can
Hill
take
Bend.
a wide line out there, you might be okay.
Yeah, but it's not advisable. Yeah, this is quite laggy. Joe Burns, P4, well spotted, Phoebes. I'm going to stand on board with James, as I think he might go pole here. Zom's
as long as you get a good exit out of that last corner, you've kind of done the job.
Jadon, 44.6, maybe 43 was a bit too fast. Dusty Foster still second. Andy's only 1,000th ahead of Mike, which is pleasing for Andy, as I'm sure. Now,
Oblivion up to 5th as well.
I'd done some laps with Mike last night for just a little while, and he put in a couple of genuinely competitive laps. However, yeah, the downside is that it's Mike, and I just feel concerned about him doing this over the course of not one, not two, but 3 race distances.
It's a lot of opportunities for Mike to go wide or
to do some Mikes. Yeah, let's go on board with Oblivion, who has made it through to Q2. As it stands, we are losing Sir Goose. No, we're not. I'm lying. We haven't. We're losing Zom and Jonesy. So
Glyn with a 44.9 improves upwards as well. Makes himself safe.
So we're just losing. So blue flag obviously couldn't qualify.
Oh, what's he doing then?
I don't know. Maybe just doing an out lap or something.
But maybe just trying to get his tyres locked in or something. I don't know what's going on.
Possibly.
What a guy.
What a guy indeed.
Yeah, what a guy. So that was done?
Yep, it should be. I think once blue flag comes around and crosses the line.
Maybe he's done that to avoid the pit delay. When someone's in the pits, it takes ages to move on. Maybe he's done it to avoid that. That'd be quite smart if he has. Quite close lap times there, aren't we? If you look down the grid.
Around this little layout, you're
44.9, Jesus.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, isn't there?
There
just
is.
Went out, so you didn't have to wait the full 2 minutes. Cheers, Si. Appreciate that. Right, I'm just going to put a word in. Race lobby will be reset after after qualifying. And I will host due to lag complaints. There we go. I'm going to be super speedy doing it, Will. You're going to be well impressed.
I'm ready.
I'll tell you what would be wonderful at this point is if I just spoke down the microphone to you about how much I would absolutely love a chai latte right now.
Huh?
I said it would be lovely if I just spoke to Will down the microphone about how much I would love a chai latte. Maybe one will appear at the desk whilst I'm potentially doing commentary. We'll have to wait and see.
That's not a no.
It isn't a no. We'll have to wait and see. You never know, do we? Right. 11 people for Q2. We've got 3 going out this time. A chai latte fee, but don't worry, it's incredibly posh in English. You won't understand because you're an aggressive German. Phoebe, did you see that video I put in the admin chat today about the German bloke at the gym. I was laughing a lot at that. I won't explain what it was over a stream. Right. I'm not gonna go on board with you. I'm gonna go on board with Mike for a lap. Because it's either gonna be fast or hilarious. There's no in between.
It's guaranteed entertainment, isn't it?
Yep. So we're in driving around the southeast of England tonight in Kent, where I'm from. About 20 minutes away from where this fine young man was raised. You're supposed to agree compulsively there. So
some things are just so true they don't need confirming.
Thank you. Right. Well, Mikey's gone 44.5, which I believe is quicker than anybody went in Q1. I want to say.
It is, yeah. That is the quickest time we've seen so far.
Oh, there we go. So it was fast. It was either going to be fast or hilarious. So, right, let's go and have a look. So, who just about scraped through last time? I think Sir Goose was maybe one of them.
Yeah, Sir Goose was down there.
45.1. I think we're going to need to be in the. I think a lot of people were on 44.9s, weren't they? So I think we're going to need to see something. Any sort of 44.7 or 8s will probably see you through.
That'd be a safe see for. I mean, probably a 44.9 will. It's just that a 44.9 will probably also go out.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's that close. I mean, Mr. Odon in his McLaren, in theory, this is a slightly better track for him. Been a bit tighter, twistier. Like the GP circuit, maybe this one's a bit more power orientated, I suppose, with that big long straight.
Well, yeah,
should be built right in the GP circuit.
Yeah, I mean it's a difficult circuit, is Brands Hatch. I must say it is a fan favourite in terms of spectator. For like the touring cars, your British GTs, etc., etc. There's always throws up some unbelievable racing and very, very close racing, and also a lot of action and crashes and stuff, which I can vouch for. So it's GT2 in this sort of format should probably be quite funny, if I'm honest, especially when it opens up to the Grand Prix circuits. I'm looking forward to that. Right, Jadon is currently at threat, however I don't think he's going to be for much longer. No, 44.5, just goes ahead of Mikey by 19 thousandths of a second. So as it stands, as you've got a couple of laps remaining, Royston and Glynn, and Sir Goose look to be the ones in danger. And Royston is in some level of traffic at the minute. Oh, we've got a very aggressive Jamie in the chat shouting at Glynn for only being 8th, but he's 10th as it stands. But you never know. We'll see what Glynn can do. This should be in the 44s, 45 flat. So I was lying. However,
it's going to be tight, that one.
It is going to be tight, yeah. Let's go and have a look. So Odon in P7. So yeah, it should be quite good for the McLaren.
Yeah, it's a nice sort of stable car, nice and easily twisty.
Well,
so it should be decent.
Everyone's going to get one more lap in. So we'll see. We'll stay with Owen for a second. Please all do like the stream. That would be much appreciated. Right, let's see.
Or if you don't, can you send an email with a reason why to Aaron, please?
Yeah.
He would like to hear some feedback on that.
Yeah, I mean, if you'll just like it anyway, and then send me an email and tell me why you don't like it, and then I'll dislike it from there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that seems fair, doesn't it? Right, let's stay on board of Owens. He comes down through Druids. He's just over a 10th down on his time through Graham Hill Bend. Doesn't take too much of the outside curb. Provides the curbs nicely. Now it's important to get it stopped sort of quite wide if you can to give you a good slingshot through the final corner. However, it's very easy to overshoot the braking point of that final corner, as we all know. Right, Owen, is he going to improve? No, he's not, but he should be through. So Goose and Oblivion are doing some synchronised spinning, and that was beautiful to watch.
I really enjoyed that.
That was. Who's that gone wide? That was Andy, I believe.
This is quite a dramatic end to qualifying. So we've seen those lap times come down a little bit now. We've got a fair few more in the sort of 5, 6 and 7 range.
Yeah, right. Well,
Who have we lost?
Who have we lost? We've lost to Glyn. He won't be too happy about that, Glyn.
Yeah, it's a bit of an upset, that one.
No, yeah, he's. I think he's second in the championship as well at the minute, behind his teammate. So we've lost Glyn, we've lost Sir Goose, and we've lost Royston. So have we got all 3 cars from any team in the final 8? No, we've got 2 of the big kahunas, 2 of them. No, we've only got 1 Milker, a couple of Spotifys, and then James's team name, which is horrific.
What, the PlayStation Playmates?
Yeah, the PS Playmates. It's not good.
Hey, he's looking good for the kahunas. I'm very impressed.
A chai latte has arrived. Thank you.
Oh, that's alright, isn't it?
What a day. Oh, Derek.
You need that on your You need that on your delicate throat, to be fair, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, this is going to be close. Everybody moves on to soft tyres now. And I must say, I like the way that Derek just puts, unlucky guys, no luck guys. Mike used to just put out in capital letters when he was hosting. So I think Derek's gone with a more calm approach. Now, I'm getting dug out in the chat by the bloody Germans again. Saying that I don't interact or care about the community. I just tend to ignore you lot, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's more of a sort of racial thing more than anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd say so. Right, Nobby, are you going to be in for the race, or are you just watching what's happened? Right, softs. We've got Jadon, Dusty Fossil, Mikey, Andy, Joe Burns, Derek, Odon, and Oblivion. Who's your tip for pole right now? Who are you going with?
I'm gonna go with Dusty Fossil.
Are you? I think Jadon's going to get it. If he decides to leave the pits, I mean, my tip for pole's not going well at the moment.
Neither's mine, to be fair. Oh no, mine's out. There you go.
James
just wants a bit of a gap, mate.
Yeah.
No, it's quite a short circuit though, so if he doesn't move soon, he's not going to get a gap at all. Yeah, I think your man has maybe gone to the rest room in between sessions.
The rest room.
Yep.
The bog, the shitter.
It's on stream, Aaron. We're being being official.
To be fair, Phoebe, that's not far wrong. I do have 2 cats indoors, so I'll give you that one. Right, who should we go on board with? Let's go. Tell you what. Let's go on board with Dusty Fossil. He's going to be the last one to set a time out of the first laps. He's got.
Didn't he used to work with Brands?
I don't know if he used to work with them. He's done a lot of work at Brands Hatch when he used to do his race photography and stuff.
Yeah.
So, incredibly talented man is Dusty Fossil.
That's why his liveries always look very nice as well.
Yeah, he does. He does know this track like the back of his hand, so I'm expecting him to go well. Donington in this game would be good, yes, Phoebe. I'd like a lot of the British Touring Car tracks, to be honest with you. They'd make for some wicked racing.
Yeah, Donington would be good, you're right.
Yeah, Derek's just gone fastest at first of all, 45.1. Joe
Burns,
Burns
44.1.
Joe Burns out of nowhere.
That's a good lap.
That's a very good lap. Dusty Fossil beats it though straight away. 44 flat. Jadon, he is out on track.
Yeah, it's a good call for him to come out on track.
Right, let's go on board with Jadon.
It's a good strategic decision to come out for qualifying.
Paddock Hill bend up towards Druid. You can brake later than you think because you're braking uphill. So you're a bit deeper on the brakes. A lot of people do get it wrong, and you don't want to do that on the outside curb because that will make your lap time slower. There you go, Will.
some good commentary there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Derek with a competitive time, 44.2.
Yeah, Joe Burns is watching. He's almost there, is Mr. Burns. He's only a 10th away. Down Paddock Hill Bend, up towards Druids. He's got Mikey in front of him, which is a hazard in itself. Very easy to drop the car on the outside, as we've seen, but he's nice and steady. He's just slower than his original lap time as he goes round Graham Hill bend. Dusty Fossil has got quickers of 43.9. Down towards Surtees, and then round the right hander of McLaren, where you want to brake wide and then get a good entry into the final corner and stamp down on the throttle through the Clark curve.
Not perfect from Burns then.
Not perfect from Burns, but
Let's see if it was better than his first attempt.
it was
Nope,
not.
he's lost time.
No, he has lost time, correct. Right, Andy has just improved. I'm going to stay with Andy for a second. That's a wide line for turn one. He's probably not going to go quicker there. Turn one's quite tough.
It is. It's like you've got to have a lot of bravery.
Yeah. You need to.
It's one where you think you're going too quick.
Oh, Andy's up on his time.
There you go. It's weird, that first corner. It's like you think you're going too quick and you're not going to make it, but the way the sort of track bends down, you do actually carry the speed. It's very strange.
Yep. Four and a bit tense up. He's looking good.
I'll take into the region of the top three.
With minimal slide, he has stamped down. This is getting very close at the top.
Derek improves to 44
Andy
flat.
Stays in the 43s, 44.1. It's very close. He's in P4, knocking Joe Burns down to P5. Let's see what Oblivion can do. They're all going to be probably got one more lap after this one. So, and Jadon, is he going to get any quicker? 43, 44.1. We said a lot of 44 flats, 44.1s. Dusty Fossil at the moment just about holding on. Owen's improving on his time, but that's wide for the final corner, and he could end up in the gravel.
Wide.
Yeah, you don't want to touch that gravel, even just a little bit.
43.9 from Derek moves himself
someone
to
has
second.
just been in it, and it was Mike.
Yeah. So Derek's just pipped him up to second.
Yeah. Mike's gone for a fast entry into turn one this time round. So he's just going to lose all of his lap time. So this really is Mike's qualifying over. Right, Dusty Fossil at the moment looks to be favourite for pole. Can anybody dethrone him? Oh, he's
James
gone
improved
much more
to 4.
purple. He has.
Ooh.
Just over a tenth and a half up on his time. See where he is through the second sector split, rides the curb. Oh, he's lost just over 2/10. He's very narrow through the final corner.
Yeah, I tend to go for like a later apex into that one and get helps with the big straight line. But he's the one on pole, 44 flat.
He's indeed. Is anybody else finishing? Mike, he's just done his lap. Jadon round the final corner. I didn't. Obviously, we don't know his sector time, but I don't think this is gonna be it. Oh, his improvement. Puts himself up to third, knocks Mikey down to fourth. Andy fifth. I think Joe Burns was sixth in the end, but still some good laps. Oblivion in seventh, and then Owen last of the runners in P8. So in the end, there was about half a second covering the top 8, so that's good to see. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to close this down. Will, I'm going to need your superpowers to help me sort the grid out, because I'm going to have to do the race lobby. So, GT Senate 26 sprints. Super fast. Super duper fast. Brands Hatch. I need to know how many laps this is going to be as well. Because I can't remember. I believe it's 15. Yeah, it is. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Full start. Set by host. Fuel wear times 2. I'll save the settings. And I believe that's everything. I need to make hards available for Simon. Yep. We're good. Creating lobby. Well, who's going to win race 1? We've still got half a circuit. We've not watched any of them drive around yet.
It's tricky, though, isn't it? When you haven't seen him drive most of the circuit. I'm just going to stick with Carl. I picked him for pole. I'll pick him for the win. Why not?
Yeah. I respect it.
Yeah.
I don't agree, but I respect it. I think Nobby's going to steam through the field.
It's a good shout.
No, if I'm honest with you, I think Dusty Fossil will either just breeze it, or it'll just... when he has a spin, it tends to be like a really big bastard of a spin. So, I'm not sure. Don't want to jinx it, but I think he'll finish on the podium. So everybody gets to do 2 races on the mediums and 1 on the softs tonight, as this is the sprints. And everybody in their cars, so I can do the grid order. And I believe we're missing 1. So the Milker cars are in. The Spotify cars are in. Who is it? Jonesy. Of course it's Jonesy.
It's always Johnsy.
Bloody Jonesy. Yeah. Get in your car. Right. Starting grid. Help me.
I will try. You've got Nobby Norris and Blue Flag to arrange as well.
Yeah, so Blue Flag will just go last. Because he's filling in, he'll be on the hards. It was... Who went out in Q1? It was Zom.
It was Zom and Sir Goose.
It weren't Sir Goose,
Yeah.
was it?
No, you're right, it wasn't Sir Goose.
I have to pull this up on the stream. I thought you were going to use your initiative and pull it up on the stream wheel.
Johnsy. It was Johnsy and Zom. I was trying to, I just forgot. Like, halfway through looking it up. But yeah, it was Johnsy and Zom.
Who, in what order? Was Jonesy in front of Zom?
Jones was at the back.
Right. Okay, right, Q2. So, we lost Glyn.
We did lose Glyn, we lost Sir Goose. So the order is Royston 11. So it was Royston 11th, Goose in 10th, and Glyn in 9th. Was who we lost.
Thank you. And then the top 8.
I will head to that section now.
Thank you. So it was Dusty Fossil first. I know Owen was 8th. And then I know Oblivion was 7th.
So you've
Joe
got
Burns was
Dusty
6th.
Fossil.
Yeah.
You got Dusty Fossil P1, Derek P2.
Yeah.
James P3.
Yeah.
Mike P4.
Yeah.
Andy P5.
Perfect.
Joe 6th, Oblivion 7, and Odon in 8th.
Mike's just put a picture of his handwriting in the admin chat, and it's worse than you could possibly imagine.
I mean, I've got a pretty low bar for Mikey's handwriting, to be fair, so...
Yeah. Right, let's just double check everyone's on the correct tyres. So Odon's starting softs. Jadon starting softs. Royston, Derek, Mike all starting softs. Let's go.
Let's go. Gonna get a quick drink in the intermission. I haven't got a chai tea to appear, so...
Nah.
Yeah.
Let's do some spectating. Here we go.
Oh, right, let's go.
Full starts will be penalised. Dusty Fossil alongside Derek. Dusty Fossil should, if he gets away with... I mean, I think he's full started here on more than one occasion as Carl.
It's an experienced front row.
Yeah, it is, yeah. His lights out and away we go.
Oh, someone's not starting on background
Royston's
there.
had a very bad start. It must be said. Mikey's got away well up the inside
Who's
of
going to be in the gravel
Jadon.
at turn 1? Here we go.
It's bound to be someone.
It's no one. That's very weird.
Oh my god, what's happened?
That's
I'm expecting some big boy contact, especially if blue flags on the grid here, as you
Oblivion's
know.
Oblivion's made 3 places off the start up to P4.
For Dusty Fossil under pressure from Mike. This should be
Mike's made 2 places.
Here we go. He's going around the outside.
Oh,
a little
someone's
bit of
off in the background.
Bit of rubbing.
We've lost the car.
We've lost an Odon.
There you go.
Mikey putting him under all sorts of pressure. As we enter into the GP circuit for the very first time.
About to say, this is some new territory for the stream.
It is.
Very tricky couple of corners coming up here.
He's well and truly giving it a go, isn't he? We've lost somebody else a bit further back, but so far we haven't lost too many. We lost Jonesy, but that's not a shock to anyone.
It's going well for my team.
It's going alright, isn't it? Carl's on the mediums.
Team's going well there.
Yep.
Oh, Mikey's going for it. Go on, Mikey.
Mikey on the soft tyre he's gone on the attack. At the start of lap 2 down the inside. Clean move from Mike. Let's see if Carl sends it straight back. Looks like he's going to try.
Mike half covers the inside.
Yep. Yeah, good start from Nobby Norris, starting on the medium tyres up to P9. So absolutely no practice ahead of the race.
Anyone else on the soft tyres, or is it just Mike?
Royston's on the soft, so we just lost someone. Nobby Norris!
We did. Ah. You cursed him.
We used a prime jinx card there.
Oh.
Is there someone else?
Indeed.
No,
I don't think...
Still Nobby. Oh, Goose.
Yeah, it's
the Goose.
Goosey's gone.
The Goose is on a
big
big
Brands hatch for you, tight and twisty.
Yep.
Right, so can Mikey make those soft tyres work while they are extremely fresh and sticky? We'll see. Oh, Jonesy's gone again. Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh, I'm pleased we got that on camera.
That was nice. That
was, wasn't it? It was good. Right, going through Sheen Curve. Got the two Milker boys about. Blue flag on the hards. He does have Glyn behind, who doesn't seem to be in a rhythm here at Brands, it must be said. The top 6 are broken away. There's a little bit of a gap to Joe Burns behind, and to be fair, Oblivion is pretty much driving on his own. Dusty Fossil under attack now from Jadon, who's also on the soft tyre. But your leader, after 2 laps of the very first race, is Mikey. Yeah. Dusty Fossil covers the inside, forces himself wide. He's not going to want to lose too much time. Jadon's going to try and go around the outside through Graham Hill Bend. He's probably going to tuck in and cut back, which he will do. Carl putting the car where it needs to be. Oblivion, that is not the correct way to point the car.
I mean, fair play for not spinning it. But yeah, that's not the route. It's put him under pressure from Mr. Derek, who's also on the soft tyre actually. So not a great start from Derek actually. He was P2, wasn't he, on the grid?
Yeah, he was. So I'm just intrigued that Andy's putting a lot of pressure on those tyres, giving that a big old send. Oh, Oblivion's wide, and Derek is going to go back through. Doesn't want to overcommit the next corner. It's very, very easy. It was Oblivion has done there.
That was a very sketchy slide. Andy around the outside into the final bend.
Yep.
Not quite going to have that room. He's going to see if he can send it down the inside of turn 1.
2.5 seconds clear.
Well, generally, if Mikey's away from lots of other cars, it's usually okay.
But when he's not in first. So, I mean, let's see. Tom's been confident that he's been able to turn a corner with Mike. Something Mike's not been able to do for 25 seasons, turn a corner. And, yeah, so I'm just intrigued by Zom's car. He's got a zombie bear on it now, called it the Zombear, which is a fun play.
thought Andy was taking a bit of a weird line through there.
Yeah,
I think
so
he
was
did
I.
put him under pressure from the burns.
Mikey does still suffer from COVID piles. Yes, unsafe he does.
Yeah, it's getting more serious actually. It's not much of a joke anymore.
Try and play that off. Right, those back. We lost to Royston as well. And Blue Flag and Glyn have switched positions. Zom going quite well in P8 so far.
You have to wonder what type of negotiation Glyn had to do there with Blue Flag for Blue Flag to let him through. He wouldn't have wanted to. Maybe had to sort of bank transfer him some cash or something.
Yeah. Mikey has extended by about a tenth this lap. So, as it stands,
he's got James on the softs behind him, so it's not like there's going to be a tyre difference between the two. So this is genuine on pace. See if James can bring that down. Now he's cleared Dusty Fossil.
Yeah, right. It's going to go. Right, those milker cars are catching up to these lads ahead of them now. Glyn's found a little bit of rhythm and he's pulled a small gap to Blue Flag. Zombie's going quicker. To be fair, I do think that 90% of racing at... Oi! Hello. That was inevitable at some point, wasn't it?
A little Blue Flag half slide.
Yep. Very easily done. I mean, what I was about to say to you, which kind of backs up my point there, is 90% of racing at Brands Hatch is just... Oh dear, I don't know.
Don't do that, Tom. Yeah. Please don't. That is not the corner.
Yeah, 90% of driving at Brands Hatch is keeping the car on the track, because it is pretty difficult to overtake him unless somebody else makes a mistake, or you've got a lot of trust in the person that you're racing against. So, as we've seen already by the sort of gap between those that have spun and those that haven't, if you just keep yourself pointing the right way, we're only a third of the way through the race, we've already lost almost half the field. So,
yeah,
just keep the car pointing the right way and you should finish quite well.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of overtaking spots, the main one's probably into turn 1 if you can get a really good exit out of the last corner.
Yeah, also up into Druids as well, you can get into turn 2. You can make moves there, but
I find that's trickier to get round because it sort of tightens up a lot after that hairpin.
Yeah,
it's quite challenging.
Yeah,
I mean, as you say, it's a tricky track to overtake.
Ah yes, Pagani just mentioned the City Posh Blue capitulation zone. So that was that was down here. So down the Hawthorns we go, and then up the other side. Into Hawthorns Bend coming up here. City Posh Blue was on course to win a race, I believe, or possibly do some sort of championship. I can't quite remember.
It was something good, wasn't it?
It was something.
It was on for a really good result.
Yeah, and he just absolutely spaffed it on the. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was the final lap or the penultimate lap of the race, and he had an absolute stinker, and he just dropped it and lost so many places. And all he needed to do was finish just average in the race, and he was just sending it, and he ended up losing it all. So City Posh Blue was a very good driver, I must say. Right, Mikey has just gone a second slower, and Jadon's just done the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, we miss City Posh Blue.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, he's a good lad. Man United are now losing 3-2 after being 2-0 up. Thank you, Lee. That has made me a very happy man. Thank you. I did a little happy love puff then when you made that comment, so thank you. And I've just realised that I'm having some form of milky hot beverage again whilst doing commentary, yeah. We don't learn lessons.
You really do like to live life on the edge, don't you?
Yeah, quite literally. So yeah, it's a good moment for everyone. Right, let's talk about some driving as we've got Derek and Dusty Fossil.
No, Derek. Yeah, that's okay.
To be fair, you can overtake through there. It is hard. Yeah, I think it always looks worse on spectator cam than it does when you're in the car.
It's just not a great idea in general.
Yeah.
Like, more often than not, he'll end up with some form of contact. Oh, there's been a spin up ahead, Jadon.
Oh, Jade Mong.
There you go. He's lost all that time he gained on Mike. 4.5 seconds back now. Oh, this is prime opportunity for Mike to respond with a spin of his own.
Captain COVID Piles, let's see how he responds. He's about halfway through the race now.
Yeah, those softs are going to start to move away from him.
Yep.
He's going to head towards medium territory.
Done. What I will say is it is a lot easier at Brands Hatch to make mistakes than other ones. That's what I was saying to you earlier on, about 90% of this race is keeping it on the track. Because you can even see, even if you sort of overshoot turn one a little bit, sometimes if you run funny off of that outside curb, it can skid you off into the barrier on the opposite side of the circuit, which we've seen multiple times over the years in FTRL. Right, Derek and Dusty Fossil. Derek is on the soft tyre, Dusty Fossil on the mediums, and the wear is starting to come through on those softs now, so it's going to start evening out soon in terms of pace. However, I still think at this point Derek should be quicker than Dusty Fossil.
Yeah, I think you're right. You've still got a bit of extra speed in those at the minute.
Yeah.
I think it's when it starts to head towards that sort of half-worn point, isn't it? They start to drop off quite significantly.
Yeah, I don't trust anything that's sort of just over a third. I tend to drive the car slightly differently. Derek was very much pushing the limits, and Jadon has run wide again out of Sheen curve. So Dusty Fossil is going to be within that slipstream range very, very soon.
Yeah, as you say, once you're out of the rhythm a little bit, you can make a few back-to-back errors rather than just the one.
You can. Right, well, Zom is still about the same distance behind Joe Burns, but what people have got to realise this week is that, again, because of the nature of the circuit and whatnot, overtaking is nowhere near as easy as it can be at somewhere like St. Croix that we saw last week. So even if you, over the course of the 3 races, sort of gain a couple of positions per race, that is still a much, much more positive result than you can think. It's better to move up 2 places in a race and sort of be frustrated, stuck in a queue, than pushing to overtaking and losing, say, 6, as we've seen a lot of these people do already. So,
yeah, I mean, it's still a point per position, isn't it?
Yep, 1 point per position. So every week there's 45 points up for grabs, basically, as an absolute maximum. So you get 45 points for winning one of the long endurance races, or you get 15 for the win in each of the sprints. So
yeah, so point per position. If you can finish, fairly strongly each race, you'll get a nice bunch of points to take home.
Yeah,
oh my god!
My word!
I've seen him do that every single time he's gone around that corner, and it's stressing me out.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It must be. To be fair, it must be so off-putting being Andy at the minute, being behind it, because you're almost like, is that going to be the slide that drops him? Do you know what I mean? It's.
Yeah, you're almost preparing to avoid him.
Yeah. Mikey, 4.6 clear. 4.7.
Yeah, he's wearing the softs a fair bit.
Yeah, well, what Jadon needs to do now is not try and go on and just win this race from here. He's in a good position. He's only going to lose 1 point as it stands for what he could as a maximum. There is no point going off to try and win this race and end up spinning, which we've seen him do a lot of times over the years. He's got the pace to do it, but in his head he needs to realise that second is a much better result than 8th. Now, to be fair, we've had quite an orderly queue so far. A lot of close cars on track. There is somebody in no man's land, which is blue flag. Glyn is now trying to catch back up to Zom, and he has gone purple, so he's pushing. He's checking on those behind. So Odon is just ahead of Royston, who's got Nobby about 1.5 seconds back. Sagoose not going too well. Him and Jonesy are quite a bit behind as it stands.
Yeah, it's been a strong opening race from Jonesy so far. That's a good result.
Yeah, Mikey just done the fastest lap of the race, and
Yeah,
Jadon
indeed.
has now beaten it. Ask Comms, what is your favourite FTRL camping trip so far? I think the natural one would be Spa for that we just did this year. That was just the best weekend ever. But in terms of the British Touring Car ones, I definitely think Brands Hatch is the best one that we do. Best in terms of camping, the racing action's always really good. The weather tends to not be too bad either. It's Brands is probably the best one I would say that we've done.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I've not done all of them, so I missed the first Brands and the Spa one. Second time that we went to Brands, I thought it was still great.
Oh
Great
yeah, we
little
had a
track to
great
watch some
time.
racing.
Yeah, Brands is a
And
superb track.
Silverstone's great as well. You get a massive campsite, loads of room, so you get all the grandstands you can go in. So Silverstone's a really good shout as well. Alton Park's very, very tight from what we learnt. Very, very cramped.
However, the racing's always good at Alton Park. But
Very
it
true.
was, yeah, in terms of camping, it was difficult.
And then
However, we did
Donington,
have a massive game of football, which was incredibly enjoyable, wasn't it?
we did in the quiet zone, which is even more enjoyable. It's class. Yeah, Donington is good. Again, the camping's more compact, but there is space. But you get some very, very good views at Donington, sitting on that big hill.
Yeah, you do, must say. I mean, I had to put up with Tom, who definitely had COVID, sat directly next to me, and who wrapped himself up in muddy work boots and a quilt with covers and pillows and stuff, while sat on a pissing wet hill, and everyone looking at him like, "What? Who is this? And what is this?"
Is Mr. Tom Smith, FTRL stalwart.
Yep. Well, Pagano's just asked me who British Touring Car Championship finale this weekend at Brands Hatch. It's quite fitting that we're here. Who do you think's going to win? If memory serves, Jake Hill and Tom Ingram are both level on points, I want to say.
Yeah, correct, Amundo.
Yeah. So, I mean, it would be cool to see Jake Hill win it because he's never won one before, if memory serves. But, I mean, Tom Ingram's my favourite, so either way, I'll be quite happy, but preference to me would just be Tom Ingram.
Let's have a bit of Jake Hill, mix it up.
Yeah. Oh, Andy trying a little bit wide. He's pushing to try and catch Oblivion.
He's brought the gap down a bit, as James there, 3.3 seconds now.
Yeah, so 20...
Second a lap will get him there, to be fair.
Yeah, Mikey done a 25.1 on lap 11 and James done a 24.1, so that's where the time was. The last lap, James pulled probably just outside of a tenth off of Mike. So, I mean, to be fair, Mike's doing the right thing. All he needs to do is navigate the car home for just under 3 more laps. It's one thing catching up to Mike. James is going to have to take some serious risks to get there, and then once he gets there, he's got to actually overtake him. So, if Mike keeps the car on the track, he's all but got this tied up, I think. Derek is still putting Dusty Fossil under some pressure, but again, Dusty Fossil's tyres probably give him the advantage in this bit now, I would say. But Derek not going down without a fight.
So far, it's a good drive from Oblivion as well from 5th. Just nice to see. And he's going to lose a tiny bit of ground on the people around him in the championship, but not a massive amount because Glynn's also further back.
Yeah, I mean he's got.
Who else is around him in the championship? So Glynn's up there, isn't he?
He is, yeah. So as it currently stands, let me just pull the standings up. So as it stands, that's definitely the wrong table. So Andy leads on 116 points. And he's 19 ahead of Glyn, who's in second, and then Derek's a further 13 back. So Jadon at the moment is 35 points behind Andy. So even if he loses 4 here, he's still going to have a massive gap ahead, and he's extended to Glyn, and Derek would have only made 2 up on him. So
okay, so a good race from him then.
Yep.
And for the championship.
In terms of the team's championship, it's very close. The Milker boys are 9 points clear of the Doctors. So
Milker's having a poor race so far, though.
Yeah.
And the Doctors have got P1 and P4.
They have. Still
And
a long night ahead.
Is Som in there as well? P8?
Yep.
It's a good race so far.
Yep.
For the Doctors.
Oh, Zom don't want to do that though. Don't want to jinx it. Go on, Glyn. Completely impartial commentary, as always.
That's always.
But yeah, everyone else has spread themselves out. Jonesy's got past Sir Goose. I've got a feeling Sir Goose hasn't done too much practice this week. Could be wrong, but given that gap, I mean, the fact that Mike's almost not that far away from lapping him is concerning. With all respect.
He's drove very, very well so far as Mikey.
Yeah, I do feel weirdly proud.
He's got one lap to navigate here for
Yeah,
a superb win.
I feel like we should just stay on board with him. Everyone else is... I think the closest is Andy in Oblivion. We'll keep an eye on it, but I think we'll give Mike the applause that he kind of warrants if he manages to bring this home. So stay in the car with Mikey. He's decided to go purple. He's pushing on the final lap of the race, which you can only respect. Seems to be in a nice rhythm. His lap times have been solid.
Yeah, very nice. All been about a second, which is nice and consistent.
Yep. SBY in the chat with a very, very, very solid motivational message of just don't fuck it, Mike. Which, given his sexual history, you can't promise.
I'd say that's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, nicely safely through that.
Navigates himself through Sheen curve.
Yeah, he's eased off massively, but that's fine. That's all he needs to do.
Yep. I can feel his palms are sweaty. But he's done it.
Here we go.
The gigantic Mong brings the car home for a very solid P1. Good drive from Jadon in P2. And Dusty Fossil, fair play on those medium tyres, has held off to finish on the podium, which I would like to say on record that I predicted. You know.
You did. You did.
I did a big old prediction. Derek P4, Oblivion P5, Andy in P6, Joe Burns P7, solid race. Zom P8, Glyn P9, Blue Flag's going to bring home some points for Beach in P10, Odon P11, Royston is just going to beat Nobby to the line for P12, and Sergos has got back past Jonesy in the battle we've all been intrigued by this.
It's been a close fought thing. He's still got a lot of the track to go though.
He does.
Anything could happen.
Anything can happen. Then again, it's Jonesy behind, so that anything can probably happen to him as well. Let's watch Jonesy go through Sheen curve. That'd be a laugh. Ooh.
Oof. Wasn't exactly calm, but he's through.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure whether that is Jonesy or whether he's on pause. Going at the same speed. With all respect. But no, Sergos wins the battle of the back markers. And if he can get half hour, Jonesy will get there as well. There we go. Right. That rounds up race 1. 2 to go. 2 to go. Well,
that was actually quite an organised race. I didn't see any drama.
Yeah, I mean the good thing is that we'll get the way that they finished this time out in race 2. Race 3 is what I'm looking forward to. Just the full reverse grid of chaos.
I think keeping an eye on Oblivion in this start will be intriguing as well.
Yep.
That will. I'm sure he won't stay where he is.
Yep. Oh, Jonesy in the chat. This update feels absolutely dreadful. Grip doesn't exist, and the car has no consistency to it at all. Well,
everyone else seemed alright.
Yep.
Jonesy's got his own update. So they're tough to see.
Right, let's just double check. So it was as this race finished. So that was Mikey in P1, Jadon in P2, Dusty Fossil beat Derek, Oblivion P5 to Andy, Joe Burns 7th, Zom had a good race in P8, Glyn finished in P9, Blue Flag was P10 with Odon just behind, and then Royston just beat Nobby Norris, who beat Sergos, and then Jonesy was light years behind everybody else. I'm pretty convinced.
That's right. I've checked it on the stream as you've done it.
Tyres and a 53 second warning. Simon needs to be at the back, doesn't he? Thank you, Owen. He does. Stop panicking, Owen. You're not managing your Saturday team now. Hey? You calm down. Just making sure everybody the light is switched on. So, right, who's going to win this one, Will? Let's, we know that
Can I just keep saying Carl?
You can do. Mikey, James, and a couple of others. Derek. I think there was one or two others that were on the soft tyre.
Mr. Royston was, I think, a lot of the others were on mediums.
Yeah. Right. Let's. Do you know what? Let's fucking go. Let's do it.
Well, he's absolutely sent it.
I've set up, mate. I have.
Jonesy has lost a second of pace from practice. So, I think it was more the spins that did him in. Here we go. Mikey and Jadon on the front row.
Yep.
They'll both be after on the medium tyres.
On the softs. Dusty Fossil's on the softs. Oblivion's on the softs. Joe Burns is on the softs. Zom. And that's it. Royston has left the room.
Okay, we may be restarting. We will see.
Oh, Dusty Fossil jump started.
That's strategic. That he knew we'd be resetting.
I told you I wouldn't put it past him.
He does like a jump start,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
And he's done it again. Dusty Fossil using those soft tyres to full advantage. Who's that round? That's Nobby Norris. He's reversing in the gravel. He could have just accelerated and gone the other way. Nobby Norris has lost a lot of time for that there. So Goose has parked up. Hit him, Nobby. He's flashing. He's ready to go. I do feel like he probably could have just accelerated and rejoined the track there rather than doing a full 360 in reverse. But you know.
Are we getting a restart?
Well, I don't believe so. I don't know where he's gone. I don't know what's happened. I've not heard any calls in the admin chat.
Oh, well, that is what it is then. Away we go.
Yep, away we go. Right, Jadon has taken the lead of the race. Andy on the medium tyres is up to P2.
Yeah,
Mikey
something's
P3.
happened to... Yeah, Derek's going backwards as well. He's in P7. Dom's made ground. He's up to P5.
There we go. Right, Oblivion. Let's watch him slide everywhere. Sticking in reverse there.
Stick in reverse there. Oh, Lord.
Oh, is that? That's Mikey. Oh, I
Yeah,
see
Oblivion's
your
going to have a little run.
true colours.
That's
why
promoted
we
Oblivion onto the
love
podium.
you, 'cause you always spin.
Bo Jones is going for the inside. Zom's just done him around the outside as well.
Your true colours.
Free ride, go on.
True. Oh, Joe, send it. There we go. Oh, he's in the gravel. What's
dear.
that going into the gravel? It's a Mikey. It's a Mikey. Oh,
It's gone
he
wide.
goes.
No. No. It's still
What
wide.
was that other song by? Oh, he's put Glyn
Oh,
off.
he's punted Glyn off into the...
What was that song?
No, it's
Fascination.
that.
We'll change it to Capitulation. Duh, duh, duh.
That's-
That's
one of the worst
Oh.
four corners I've ever seen.
He's not going fast. He's waiting for Glyn. Poor old Glyn.
Oh.
Report him, Glyn.
That's... So he's gone from fourth, and then 4 corners later.
Yeah. That was a real FTRL moment. That. Oh, who's
Oh,
that?
someone's in the background.
Oh, Derek.
It's the
It's
doctors
Derek.
have absolutely collapsed. Oh, it's
There
not
we
some.
go.
It's Derek. Oh, Royston's joined back. He's just
Oh,
missed the start
Derek.
of the race.
Has he just put Owen in the gravel? No, he's not too bad.
No, he's
no,
alright.
no.
The doctors have collapsed after a strong
They tried
first
performing their own
race.
surgery and got it horribly wrong. The fatality rate has gone up.
It's terrible.
Normality has taken its turn. Back with Andy at the front, Jadon in second, Oblivion third, Zom in fourth for keeping the Doctor's dream alive.
Yeah.
And
The other two have gone on strike without him. He's going to be fuming.
Yeah, Dusty Fossil and Joe Burns on those soft tyres, with Zom on the soft tyres and Oblivion on the soft tyres. Joe Burns
Well,
taking
that
a very
was
wide
more
line.
what we expected, wasn't it? Let's be fair.
That's what we want. That was a real good Mikey moment, that, wasn't it? We haven't seen
That was
Oh, 3
fantastic.
wide through turn 1.
Oh.
Yes, please. Poor old Glyn. Look at that. So Goose was never backing out of that, was he? Let's be honest.
No, absolutely not.
Magic Mikey moment, that. There we go.
Unbelievable. Went wide 14 times onto the gravel, punted
He
someone
won't
else.
enjoy
Now he's
watching
in
that
12.
back, and he'll be watching his back after the race is finished, and he won't be laughing. He'll be sat there in his chair, annoyed that we've laughed.
Or sat on the floor, to be fair.
Oh yeah, he does sit on the floor, doesn't he?
His piles keeping him company.
His army bed that he brought to Spa that didn't fit in the tent. But
Should have brought
Jadon,
a bigger tent to be fair.
yeah.
Yeah,
He had a go at me because his massive fold-out army bed didn't fit in the tent that I bought, and then had a go at me saying, "Why didn't I tell him?" Sorry, Mike. I
Couldn't
didn't have the
imagine Mike in the
dimensions of your
military either,
bed.
you know what I mean?
No, neither could I. Oh, Oblivion.
Oblivion's desperate to lose his third place.
Just cut Zom's line off.
I don't know. I mean, to be fair, he was kind of already driving that line. Zom
Was
just
he?
tried to get down the inside.
I did a big old glance with my eyes.
Yeah, it was sort of Oblivion was sort of towards the inside, then Zom went, I want the inside actually.
Oh, okay.
So they ended up just colliding.
So Zom's a knob is what we're all saying.
Maybe.
No, we love Zom. He cooks a good breakfast at the FTRL trip.
You know what? Kraken as well. Derek helped out as well. He brought some like weird Scottish things for breakfast. They were nice. I don't know what they were.
It was weird having haggis for breakfast and milk, wasn't it? But it weren't too bad.
It was alright, yeah.
That's what Joe Burns, as he tries to go around the outside of Oblivion, which I don't advise, Joe Burns. I don't advise.
I would
If
strongly
you can hear this in
recommend just
advance,
easing off slightly.
Back out, Joe. Oh, God.
Oh!
Oh,
this could be
it's
sexual.
a moment. It's an FTRL moment.
That's
a Joe
beautiful.
Burns switchback. Oh, and there
Carl's
goes
gone in
Dusty
the background.
Fossil. Oh, tatty scones.
That's the ones.
Jonesy's not fast through Sheen Curve, I can tell you that much.
No, but he is on the track, so that is progress.
I'll give you that piece of advice for free. That blue flag on the mediums this race. We can use the mediums for one race and the hards for the other two. He's up into P6. Absolutely flying. Now, Oblivion is definitely 1 million trillion billion% going to send this back on Joe Burns into turn one. He's going to try and break plate and then cut down the inside and get a better run up the hill, which is what I would do. And he's returned the favour to Joe Burns.
That's a good line. Here we go.
It's a good line. It's a good
move.
Joe's
turned in.
That's contact.
Yeah, to be fair, he was alongside. He had the right to a bit of room there.
Remain silent.
Yeah. Joe was like, absolutely not, and they came together.
Yeah, well, Ross has just sent me a picture. FTRL Ross sent me a picture. He's currently on Tomballer Arcade, and he's just won £563 through playing bingo.
Well done. Well done. Zoms, is he going around the outside of here? It's a very risky manoeuvre. He's decided not to. Fair play. Is he going to go for a Joe move? Nope. He's driven into the back of Andy instead. Good move. Job done. Andy stays ahead.
Well, to be fair, I mean, Ross had just won that much. However, I've just seen his balance, and it's considerably higher than that. Jesus Christ!
I'm slightly concerned the amount he must spend to achieve those sorts of bonuses. Oh, that's a late move from Zom.
I can't stop looking at that balance. What has happened? Okay, I'm not going to say that out loud on stream. Jesus Christ.
He does love a bit of a gamble, does Ross? Absolutely. We've got some very impatient people here. We've got Zom, who really, really wants to get past Andy.
Oh, he's fucking just taking him down. He's on a wind-up. Someone else sent him the picture. Oh, he's a knob. Right, so Zom, on those soft tyres, has a tyre advantage on Andy and Jadon, who are the current leaders of the race. And Oblivion and Joe Burns also. We could end up having a 5, possibly 6-way scrap for the win here. Josie's in P7 until he goes off. And then Derek and Odon P8 and 9. Nobby Norris P10. Dusty Fossil after that big old spin. He's had a good start to this race, Dusty Fossil. He started really badly. This is the race we're supposed to be utilising the soft tyre as well, so it's gone well.
It's really getting the most out of it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the fact that you said at the start of the stream that Carl does indeed know this track very well, but he is partial to a false start round.
Yeah, look, called it. See,
and he's smashed one out second race in. So fair play. Oh, Zom has. Hang on, what's happened to our leader?
Oh no,
Mr. Oh, he's not moving. Is he just letting everyone go by, or is he?
Andy's controller has died.
Oh God!
And he's in a very bad place. Oh, he's going again.
Yep. I think he's Hopefully that wasn't just a ran out of battery and forgot to plug it in earlier job.
Second update, his spare controller that he jumped for whilst trying to race is dead. So this has not gone well for Andy.
Oh dear. And so let's hope the controller just died and it wasn't just I forgot to charge it up earlier. That would be a bit sad.
This is his prime time telly. Fuck your Emmerdale. Do you know what I mean? Fuck your Emmerdale.
Aaron's quote of the week. Fuck your
Marlon
Emmerdale.
Dingle can get a swift backhand across the head.
So that means we've got a unconventional sort of top four really. Got Jadon who's not Span yet, and then we've got Zom, Oblivion and Burns. It's a bit of a new top four for this season really.
Yeah.
We've had Andy and Glyn sort of heading it up most of the season. Now we've got a different group. And then we've got Soft Hands Jonty in 6th as well. Unbelievable scenes.
Yeah, I mean, he'll turn into Spinny Hands Johnsy at some point, won't he? It's going to happen, look. We can all laugh. Be like, oh, look at him being out of order to Jonesy again. But ultimately, listen, we all know the facts.
To be fair, though, he has received an update which has ruined his car. So.
Oh, yeah, he's hating every second of this, apparently. Right, let's go on board with the front runners, because they're close, and I don't know what I'm doing. Right, Oblivion is now there, Joe Burns is now there, and Blue Flag is 2 seconds behind, which is about the range that he hit you from at Druids a few seasons ago, wasn't it? When you were teammates. I think was that not season 1 possibly or something? Or no, what season 1?
It was 2 or 3. It was somewhere around there.
Yeah, Will and
Zom's
Blue
gone
Flag.
For the inside line.
Yeah, Will and Blue Flag were teammates, and then going up to Druids.
They've continued to hit each other down the straight.
Yeah, which is good to see. What's Oblivion going to do?
Don't do it, Oblivion. Please
do
don't
it,
do
Oblivion, for our viewing pleasure.
Oh, Zom and James. There's no love lost there. Oblivion's made it.
Oh no.
This is good. No.
Oh, they're all just turning into each other.
I don't think they've actually maintained any sort of space at any point.
Yeah, no, they've just gone, do you know what? I want to be there.
Oblivion's still doing it. Oh, Burns decided to hit someone as well. Good effort. Yeah. Well, they're all exactly where they were at the start of all that mess.
I mean, Blue Flag's pulled a second in 2 corners. I can only imagine the lack of air he's breathing at the moment trying to do that. So Goose has possibly rage quit or lagged out.
Probably the first one, considering how far back he was.
Yeah.
It's weird how many people seem to lag out when they're 14 seconds off the back. Yeah. It's very strange. Oh God.
That's an interesting line for Oblivion. But however, it does work out for him. So I don't know whether the others just break a lot later. We're going to stay on Hoover cam with Joe Burns, Chin Scraper cam. Dyson cam, Oblivion.
That is an interesting line. Yeah. Sai will be desperate to catch up to this so he can punt someone.
Yeah.
Tom's gone for it again. He's tried to get up the inside. That is a late move. Oh, he's okay. Tom has lent on James extremely, but he is through. Oblivion's going to try the same. He's decided to hit him on the way through.
Yeah, I'm going to go past that. Bang. Yeah. Now,
that is not a stable front three. That is not a stable front three.
Oh, Joe, but it's been very, very much slowed down. And Blue Flag's like, yes. Here we go.
Thanks to the careful driving of Soft Hands Jonesy, they've got a nice gap behind. So, lots of space to manoeuvre.
Update, Bruno Fernandes has been sent off for a second game in a row, and Man United are crumbling even more. But it's alright, because that red card...
It's a great evening for you so far,
that red card will get overturned, because it's fucking Man United as usual.
Yeah, well, look, it'll give them the opportunity to go and get another one the next time out, won't it? So
yeah, it's good though, enjoying that.
So, now that Zom has popped himself into the lead, he is making a bit of ground. Here goes Blue Flag. This is watch out, Joe.
Yeah.
This is the spot. Oh, he's okay.
This is the spot. Oh no. All of the comments are just returning to my screen and I don't know why. I've just seen Unsafe just said in the... All of the stream comments from earlier on are all just rejoining my my screen, and I've just had Unsafe asking for City Posh Blue back again, and he's not said that for about half an hour.
Interesting.
Right, let's go and see what's happening in the back here. Oh, this looks like chaos. Dusty Fossil down the inside of Odon. Where's Mike? Here he is, in P11.
Yep. Back where he should be. He can only finish anything with ones, so you can do P1 or P11. There's nothing in between.
Yeah, well, Glyn's P12, Andy's P13. So it's not gone well for the lads there. So all our
That was
hopes
a very
and dreams.
concerning battle earlier. Oh, Burns
Oh,
in third.
oh, Jade on fourth. Has he gone off again?
Probably.
Yep. So Zom now race leader. Zom and Oblivion for the race win with 5 laps to go.
What a front three we've got there, by the way.
Yeah, but the fact that Zom and Oblivion are going to be the ones scrapping it out for the race win with 5 laps to go when they're half a second apart, I am all for this. Absolutely all for it. I've just run over my toe. That's really unorthodox as well, what happened. Ow!
Oh dear.
That's really okay.
First it was the leg, now it's the toe. Got a lot of sort of lower body part involvements in these streams, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, that proper hurt. The worst thing is I thought it was stuck on something, so I sort of pushed it more and then realised that the pain was coming from my own toe. Right, Willie, distracting me. What's happening in the race? Do you know what I mean? Oh, God,
it's all okay at the minute,
people,
Aaron. Everyone's following each other.
they're all in
It's not
single
too much.
file. Like a primary school visit to a church at the end of every year. All of them. Oh, there we go! It's on stream again! Yes! There we go. Oh,
dear.
Moments.
He's just lost his P11 about that, I'd be fuming.
This is like, you know, like on FIFA, they have FIFA moments. I feel like they should do GT moments, and then we can all just recreate these.
I mean, he couldn't have two, spin-free races, could he?
You know how everybody was... Oh, should I say this?
Probably not.
Nah, I'll say it anyway. You know how people are all clapping for the NHS when all COVID times was happening and stuff? Do you reckon that people should now start clapping because they want to call themselves the doctors, right? Maybe we should all stand outside at 8 o'clock or up past 8 every Thursday and all clap for the rest of Mike's team. Do you know what I mean?
I think that would be a very fair thing to do, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like, and it would show support as well, like solidarity.
I wonder what old Gear Starmer and his sausages or whatever he was talking about the other day would all approve of that.
Sausages?
Yeah. He was talking about getting back hostages and he said sausages instead. Yeah, and I just looked at it and I thought, God, I don't know what's worse.
It's quite funny though, to be fair.
Ah, they're all just fucking idiots. And they, oh, Joe, there we go.
Soft
there we
hands.
go.
He's
been
punted Nobby round the side as well. There we go.
On. He's going to carry
crash Carl
on.
as well. Go on.
He's going to
Put
carry
Carl off as
on.
well. Go on.
At this point, he just doesn't care. He's going, fuck it.
We'll get rid of Carl as well. Tom said he's locking the grid down for the doctors. He's got one at the front, one at the middle, and one at the back. Oh, Carl's up the inside.
Oh,
into Druids.
Oh, this is getting a bit... Oh, go on, Will, with your corner names.
Oh, I know that one because it's memorised, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's when I had my incident.
Is that the one you had therapy for years?
Yeah, right. Lee asked if I was getting PTSD watching. Yes. It's the short answer. Yes.
Zom and Oblivion with 3 laps to go. Poor Nobby.
But Jadon will be alright in front of Sai because they're not teammates, so Sai won't hit him into Druids.
Sean's having circumcision problems again.
Is he?
Yeah, it's his nickname for his willy, Nobby. He's just gone, poor Nobby. He sat down looking at it at the minute. To be fair, I don't know how you can have circumcision problems, but I feel like that's another day. We'll talk about that another week.
Graham's asked whose t-shirt was I clapped for the NHS?
James.
I'm guessing this was a Spa thing.
Yeah, James. We put it on the back of his. But we emphasised the word clap in clapped. You know, for sexually transmitted infection reasons.
Clapped for the NHS.
Yep. Oh, Oblivion! Oh, Oblivion! How?
Oh my god,
the-
he's kept it. That is unbelievable. Like, fair play.
What has
don't know.
happened?
I do not know how he's kept that.
This race will go down in history. I've enjoyed this
this
one, Will.
This is good. This isn't. This is what I wanted.
Yep. I mean, tomorrow night
just-
you'll get all the serious. You don't like that really good commentary that like Lee and Sean always do. Oh, here we go.
God, there goes soft hands.
Hey, bang, bang,
Oh, he's
bang
trying to
into the wall.
Oh,
Oh,
and he's punting Glyn off as well.
Oh,
well
no.
done.
oh
and
my word.
Poor Glyn's been the victim of two separate people this
That
race.
is- I've just
First
been
he's
watching
had
the
Mike.
rookie. I've been watching the rookie on. Oh, Jones. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yes, Jonesy, we are all laughing at you. Oh no. He's on pause.
I'm not surprised. It's probably safer.
What a wanker. However, Andy's now up to P12. He's come back.
It's a good move from Andy.
Yeah, it's a solid move, isn't it? This has been one for the ages. This somebody needs to clip this race or the best bits from this race and put together a compilation, because I feel like
I
that.
do feel a bit sorry for Glyn. He's not had a. He's been at the mercy of Mike first, and then soft hands. So it's not gone well.
Yeah. Well, Zom is a second clear of Oblivion.
Oh,
On final
Mike is
race.
back in P11.
Yeah. Joe Burns P3 with Jadon P4. Blue Flag P5.
Eh.
Good drive. Good drive. Good drive. Derek P6. Dusty Fossil P7.
Those two are just glued to each other, really, aren't they?
I mean,
Well,
everyone's
the
going,
first
Joe
race,
Burns, what a drive. I mean, he's had it gifted to him, really, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean?
He's just not to do it.
We all like Joe Burns, but there comes a point where we all have to stop feeling sorry for how shit he is and just,
He doesn't use full throttle though, which I thought, it's quite ballsy.
Oh,
Oblivion's going to make a. He's mounting a challenge.
oh,
He's got a run as well. Has
oh
he?
no.
Has he got? He's going to send this. There's no way he's sitting behind
Anybody
there.
smelling danger at the last corner? Because I am.
Zom. Does he brake too late? No, he gets
No, so
stopped.
he's navigated it well.
Oh, we've
Oh,
got a
Jadon's
first
got
finish
past
as well.
Joe Burns.
Oh, that is an unpopular move, that as well.
No, it's popular.
That,
Get
that's
in there,
reckon that's
James.
popular.
Fuck you, Joe Burns. Yeah, yeah. Blue flag
Yeah, to
over the
be fair,
line.
yeah.
Derek and... Oh!
Got a photo finish.
Here they come. Zimmer frame racing. Across the line, photo finish.
Carl's got him. Oh.
I can't see that, love. Did I get P6 or P7? Didn't have my glasses on. Dusty Fossil P6. Someone's got a 3-second penalty for Dusty Fossil. Not sure
Oh, never
why.
mind, but he's lost anyway.
Well, we should have to
So
see
you-
afterwards. Right, Glyn, to be fair to Glyn, he's got himself P8 after all that. Nobby
Fair
P9,
play.
Odon P10, Mikey P11, Championship leader Andy in P12, and Jonesy will get there eventually. Sorry, lads.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, he was doing really well for 90% of that race.
Well, really well, strong, wasn't it?
He was sixth. It's a
Yeah, I
good
know,
result.
but, I mean, it's all right. Good job. Right, there we go. That's race 2 done. I feel like I want to save that one on my own. Yeah, I'm going to save it.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was quite funny, that one. I enjoyed it. There we go. That's 2 wins out of 2 from the Doctors. It's a good win for Zomp. He has that in
It's
the
a
locker, Zomp.
P4 as well.
You'll win races and then all of a sudden just be nowhere again. Right, we're going to have to think backwards now.
Don't do
So, hang on. We need Sir Goose to get in the old Brum Brum car. Goosey boy. Can't find you on here. There you are. In car, please. There we go. Right. Okay. Right, come on, Will. Let's.
Zom at the back, unless Si's at the back because he's reserving.
Oh yeah, that will be blue flag. So Zom P14, who
You
was
got
second. It's
Oblivion. And Jadon.
Oh, this is handy. This is handy having you here. Look. Go on. Who's next?
Burns.
Yep.
And we've got Carl. Although he did get his 3-second penalty, but I don't know.
No, I think he got that afterwards. Burns,
Cool.
Carl, Derek.
You got Derek, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you've got Glyn and Nobby Norris.
Glyn. Yep.
And then you've got Odon, Mikey, and Andy.
Hold on. Mikey. Andy. Oh shit, where was Jonesy?
Jonesy, what?
Well, who is
Jonesy's should be P1.
Yeah, but then you got Goose and Royston, haven't you?
Where the hell are they gone? Hang on,
Well,
I've
they
lost
didn't.
them.
They didn't. Neither of them finished the race.
Oh, there you go. Then it's up to you then, mate. What do you want to do with them?
I'll put Royston 1 in P2. Okay. Right, we'll give everyone. Give them a 72-second warning this time. Now that was one of my favourite races ever. That one. If anybody can put together. Oh, Harry Maguire with a 91st minute equaliser for Man United against Porto. Boo.
Oh, Harry. What a guy.
No, it's upsetting, really, that one.
Yeah, but if you're going to have anyone score the equaliser for United, we want it to be Slabber, don't we?
No, not really. It's just upsetting, really. Yeah, if anybody with editing skills fancies putting together a compilation of that race, that would be unbelievably good of you. Right. Okay, who's winning this one? Because I ain't got a clue. I mean, Andy will be starting on softs if memory serves.
I think
correct.
Andy should have this. To be fair, he's in a very good spot.
Yeah. Right, let's
He
go.
has got to navigate Jonesy though.
I just
He's
want
got
to check.
Mike just behind.
I want to use my eyes and check something. No, he's on mediums. Okay, cool. Start race. Here we go.
What an exciting race that was, Aaron.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one a lot. I'm going to watch that one back.
That was good.
That was a real Mikey moment. Mike and Jonesy in absolute class.
Fine form.
Here we go. Cool. Do you know, Will, you can do the race start this time.
No, I don't want to. You do it.
Alright, I'll do the race start this time. Race number 3. Final race of the evening. Week 4 of this 10-week season. Royston on pole. Lights out and away we go. Dusty Fossil hasn't jump-started.
Andy did the
Into turn
wiggliest
one
start
we
I've ever
go.
seen.
Yep. Oh, Jonesy up into P2. Someone's gone wide. Oh,
And they've all avoided the gravel.
Oh,
Fair
they go
play.
three
Oh,
wide. Oh, so Goose is turning into people. Oh, there we go. Oh, we've lost people.
Yeah, we've
Dusty
lost the
Fossil.
kahuna.
Oh no, Dusty Fossil and
And-
Oblivion. There's been some contact. There's been some levels of contact.
There has.
Oh, there
there
we
goes
go.
Mikey.
Oh no. To be fair, he's kind
Steve.
of.
Oh,
Oh. Goose is
who's
off.
that?
Oh, here we go.
He's still off as well. Oh, he's a little bit of
put
contact with
Mikey on
Mike
the
and they
grass.
rejoin there as well.
Yep. Mikey on the grass. Here we go.
I feel like they need to use the radar in GT2.
Little bit.
It's a very useful tool.
James is using his left indicator for a track that mainly goes right. Which,
That's fair.
yeah, it's fair enough, isn't it? Right, Royston's your race leader. Jonesy up in P2. Andy in P3 on the soft tyres. Right, Jonesy's on softs. Andy's on softs. Nobby's on softs. Glyn. Oh. Who can't park there, sir? That's Goose.
That's the Goose.
He's also on soft tyres. He's not had a good first lap there, I'll be honest.
It's not a brilliant effort.
Yeah.
Royston and Jonesy. Nice and safely through lap 1.
Yep, we're
You
already
want a
getting
P2.
our little groups together. Hopefully Glyn can have a good race this time. The poor sod's not had the best of luck so far, has he?
James is close enough to punt him, so he needs to watch out for that.
Yeah, Joe Burns has run wide, which is going to allow James almost to go through.
Jonesy and Royston battling for the lead up top. Andy's got past Jonesy somewhere.
Oh, Andy's up into the race lead.
Oh, he's got past both of them.
Yep. Oh, Royston.
Royston's not turned.
That's the wrong way.
He's not fancied that.
No.
I think he thought he might have been going right.
Which is, listen, sometimes these gambles pay off. That one, that
Well,
looked like fun.
2024, mate. The track's fluid, you know what I mean? Oh. I mean, fair play, everyone's kept it on the track. That got very tight very quickly.
Yeah, this is not helping my my milky tummy. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there goes Jonesy.
Dear. Oh. Listen, we won't make jokes this time. It's unlucky, Jonesy.
That's unlucky, that is. He's got 13 laps.
Yeah, he didn't mean to do that one, did he? Right, Joe Burns in P3.
Didn't mean to do that one.
No. No, that one in particular we didn't mean to. Right. Oh, the Milker boys.
We've got a queue here.
Here we go. We've got a real life FTRL queue. Well, the top two have decided to run away. Andy and Nobby, 1 and 2. They got 2 and a bit second gap to Joe Burns. Burns is a little irate, is he? Doesn't sound like Joe. He's normally a voice of calm.
Oh, he's gone deep into that corner though.
He likes doing that round here, doesn't he? That one's his fault, that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's allowed the space, so he's giving him a little punt on the way though. That's
give him a little right on the rectum. One of those. And he goes back through. It ushers James wide. Oh, there's contact between the Milkers.
God, that's some poor
flag.
team principling from you there. You should have been forced team orders.
I manifested this.
That still looks bad on you, to be fair.
It doesn't.
It does.
I'm going to politely disagree.
It means you brought that. Oh my God! It's the doctors
all
in the
of them.
background.
The doctors all taking the wide berth through
That's
the
a
corner.
full clinic.
Yeah, that is. You know, can you text me that afterwards? Because I fancy a moment to myself. Thank you. I might go in the room and see the missus after that. Hey, right, Joe Burns P3, very angry Joe. Joe Burns in P3, very angry man.
He's got Glyn right behind, desperate to try and get a good result.
I've had a message from my American friend, Bread, or Josiah as we call him, and Sadie. You know, he's said this GT2 race is fucking chaos, and that's when we say,
you should have seen the last one.
Yep.
Glyn's gone down the other side. Joe Burns' wide lines might be punished again.
I think the thing is, if there's the door open, people will go in it. You know, Michael Owen's statement there. Glyn,
it's good that.
To the inside on the soft tyre. Joe Burns on the mediums.
It should have the speed.
Wide line, and Glyn goes through. And now Jadon with his frantically fast. That indicator is every chance that might break mid race, because there's no way it can keep up the power to keep going that fast. Right, the doctors in 7th and 8th with Mikey's in P10. Blue flag, hurry up, Si. This is supposed to be a GT1 driver, this one, on hard tyres.
He's on the hards, let's be fair.
Nah, it's a bit Simon, isn't it? I thought, why are you defending him around here?
I don't know, actually. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Fuck you, Simon.
Yeah. Ah, Jack Smith, my soulmate's in the chat. Hello, Jack. We shared a private evening of some family-friendly fun golf at the weekend, and we sat down and enjoyed a beer together, opposite each other in the tables, looking into each other's eyes. It was very nice.
That does sound nice, actually.
I'm trying to... Right, Joe got Jamie in the chat, who's clearly a friend of Glyn. However, I'm trying to figure out how to say his surname. I don't want to do it...
No, I wouldn't try that one. Ask Jack to pronounce it. We'll see what he reckons. Can you spell it out, Jack, in the chat how you would pronounce that, please?
No. Well, Tom's family gave them all tactically one-syllable first names because they know that anything over one would be too difficult, wouldn't it?
And then they've decided to shorten their partners' names to one letter as well.
We've lost someone. Oh,
he's had a really not great second.
No, he's not had a good time. The problem is, I'll get an angry message after this about how he's had a really bad time. And I'm like, I've had a great time, so it's hard. Oh, Mikey around the outside. That's
no, he's not making that work.
That's So you have dirty tyres for the next corner. But
refer to my previous statement, is sure you can make moves around there, but it doesn't usually end well.
Yep. Stay on board with Mike for a second. Yep. Good decision. Dirty tyres. Oh, he's broken very early. Oh, and he's allowed Oblivion to go up the inside of his teammate.
Oblivion's going to have to go the long way around there.
There's been massive contact.
He's given him a lovely punt on the way through. Off he goes.
love how little he gives a shit. And I'm like, do you know what? It's fair enough.
Didn't even think
He's
about
gone
it. But nah.
bang, isn't he? Like, I'm off.
I'll tell you what, I think there needs to be some words in the Kahuna's camp tonight, because we've seen some slightly...
Well, you're team leader.
I'm not team leader. I'm
Well,
barely here.
You're the GT1 Pro. No, that's a good point. Yeah, yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, someone needs to. A voice of reason.
I've done more GT2 commentaries than I've done races so far this season.
Yeah, and you're missing tomorrow as well.
Yeah, well, I'm about and about tomorrow.
Yeah. And he's 2.5 seconds clear of Nobby Norris. Good job from Andy, good job from Nobby. Glynn's going well, and Joe Burns managed to shake off the attack of Jadon. And Goose is going to have a half-second penalty, which is going to put him into the clutches. Oh, James! Oh, no! Oh!
I enjoyed that because I got a long time to enjoy the spin because it was quite exaggerated. That was good. That.
It's one of those moments. You know, sometimes when something exciting happens and you don't quite expect it, and you do just a little fart. One of those little ones.
Popper.
The little sort of bubbly ones that just go, and that's it. I did one of those then.
And I said I had time to enjoy that spin as well. It was good.
Yeah.
What an evening we've had so far.
I've had a good time. Do you know what? Earlier on, I really couldn't be bothered to do this, and I couldn't be more happy that I have.
I suppose it's worked out extremely well.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Sir Goose is still up there, to be honest, but he's doing well.
Listen, I know we've got like Lee and Sean, and we've got some really great commentators, but as a chaotic duo, I feel like we're right up there. I feel like this
sort of race suits us, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
when
it's a serious
F3
endurance
together.
race, we get distracted very quickly.
Yeah,
so when people are doing stints and things, we don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here though, good stuff. I understand what's going on here.
Well, Sir Goose has got another half-second penalty, which could just go up to a 1 second penalty here.
Yeah,
I'm going to watch this tactically with my eyes.
No, he's all right.
No, he's cheated
okay.
the system.
Oh God! Jesus. Some intriguing stuff.
Yeah. He's just tired. Here comes Derek.
I'm very happy for Glyn. He's up in third after all the trials and tribulations he's had this evening.
Yeah, I'm happy for Glyn as well.
He's doing good. Nobby in second as well. So far, a great drive. Just staying out of trouble, as you mentioned. That's usually the way to do it around here.
King Bahunas. It's not been a good evening so far, is it?
I'll be honest, Darren. It's not been a good season.
No.
It's been a struggle.
You do have unsafe release, which does make it a lot better.
We do have unsafe release.
As much as he fucking irritates me when I'm trying to do commentary, I love him. The nice German man.
He's done what all the practice, all the strategies, all the liveries, and all the points. So it's been a good season so far.
And all the king's horses and all the king's men.
Exactly. The partridge in a pear tree.
Unsafe release is coming with I'm carrying the team.
I instantly dislike him now.
No, but he's you can't dismiss a factual statement.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks. I think I've done well as well. Cheers, mate.
Unsafe is the team. There's a lot of support for Unsafe here, which we need to be mindful of because he's an arsehole.
Yeah, so I wouldn't lead down that road too far. Anyway, so Andy's leading by quite a long way, I believe.
Why is Mike 14th? I know we had the earlier off.
He's still not last though.
Yeah, I mean Carl's impressively last in this one, isn't he?
That's a strong result.
That 1:43 around Brands Hatch is it's an impressive lap time. That I feel sorry for him. He's not had a great night, has he?
No, I mean the thing about this track is 18 seconds off. I'm not even sure he's going to come last.
Yeah, good point. And he's absolutely dominating the field at the moment. Sean's enjoyed some of my statements tonight.
If there's a door open, people will go through it, and I'm going to watch this tactically with my eyes.
Do you know here we go.
Oh, we're about to go into my favourite corner.
Yep.
Derek's decided not to. Fair play. Zom is not going to.
There's been a big old wimp on the brakes here. The thing about Sean, right, is Sean's one of my... Everyone knows this. Sean is like one of my favourite people, and I don't make that secret. However, he has this ability to make me feel really stupid, because he always tells me afterwards how funny he's found the stream, and then he reminds me of some of the quotes that I've said, and then I just fall into like an anal hole of embarrassment. And it's just, I don't know why the hole had to be an anal hole, but hopefully it emphasises my point a bit more strong. Yeah, right. See if Zom attacks his teammate.
He will do.
There you go.
Oh, that's teamwork. That.
Tactical from Zom. Now do it harder in turn one, Zom. Oh no.
I thought he was going to send it down the inside
Yeah,
after
it'd be funny
doing that,
if
which
he
would have been
hit him again
fantastic.
through turn one, but just made it a lot more hard.
I'd have enjoyed that.
Oh, blue flag. Yeah. Well, he's done alright tonight, blue flag. He's not pointed the right way all the time, but
He did crash into his teammate, which I know it's not surprising.
hang
because
on, I
it's Brands
spotted
Hatch.
something.
Oh,
James is
that
eighth.
with your eyes.
Yeah, with my eyes. James is eighth. So, my guess is Joe Burns has pushed him off. I don't
Yeah,
want to
fine,
point
why not?
fingers, but you know,
No, he's eating mine, don't mind him.
apparently he's uncontrollably angry. Apparently his son come in the room to kiss him goodnight, and he just backhanded him like, go away.
Well, there's racing to be had, to be honest. It's, yeah, I think he's in the right there. Got to set clear boundaries, this Joe. And then he got a dog that he doesn't like as well.
Yeah. His
Yeah.
missus kind of forces animals and children on him, and it just sort of happens. And I mean, they've just moved house, and to keep himself out of the way, Joe's put his gaming facility, we'll call it that. He's put it in his garage, so he sits outside in the garage all night playing on his games. He hasn't got to be in the house with the children or the animals, and I respect it.
I respect it too. I've just spotted something with my eyes.
What's that?
Sir Goose, the tyre muncher. There's 4 laps to do on those soft tyres.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
He has munched through that left.
Mm.
I told you. We've had a few good tyre munchers through the years. We've had yourself.
Hey, easy.
No. I used to
Is that
love a
fair?
good tyre. Mate, come on. We had
Right.
Oblivion as well. He loved it. He's moved to wheel and he's controlled himself now.
I mean, not by the looks of it earlier. I was watching him wiggling all over the gaff now. This
I know, but his
concerns
tyre
me
was still
after
better.
looking at his tyres here.
Yeah, Aaron's thinking, oh no.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, but Andy's 5.5 seconds clear. Nobby Norris is 2.5 seconds clear of Glyn, who's 5 seconds clear of Joe Burns, who's a further 5 seconds clear of Sir Goose.
And he's not 5 seconds clear of
No,
everyone else. The doctors are storming up behind him.
he's 5 pubic strands ahead of the doctors.
Nice little slide there from Zom in the background.
Yep. All those doctors around him.
Yeah, this is unusual to have the doctors chasing
Mm.
the patient. Usually you struggle to find one.
Yeah, very true.
It's been pursued.
Blue flag P9. Oh. Now. Oblivion P13, Mikey P14, Royston 12th, Hold on 11th, Jonesy 10th. Jonesy's at the front of the queue for the time being.
So we've had a good result here as a team, haven't we? Well,
Yep.
sort of like 10th, 11th and 13th.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's alright, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Look at this.
Yeah,
Look at this
Zom's
collection of idiots here. Look.
Zom's materialised his way into 5th, despite being behind Sir Goose and Derek last time I looked. So fair play.
Oh,
No. He had a run there, but
he's
not quite
lifted
the
off. Fair
space.
play. He's giving him a gentle. He's going to do
I
it again
wouldn't.
here. Look.
No, don't do that. No. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
That's just not...
To be fair, I
mean,
probably would have backed out if I was Derek at that point. If I'm honest.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's one of
seconds.
them, and it's like, oh, he's got
Oh
a run here as
God.
well. Nice deal. Easy peasy.
Oh god, it's really concerning. Every time I watch him drive,
Mate, those
they're
tyres
not
are
making
going.
it, are they?
They're going.
I respect the
They're
fact
gonna
that he
be on-
just doesn't care to the point of he's just going to keep battling and sending it.
They're going to be on the
If he
rims at
pulls
the
this
end.
off, this would be a lovely move. Oh, he's sending that 1,000,000%. Oh,
That's comms. Would you rather have? Oh, I don't really want to read that. Do you want to read that, Aaron?
no, I can't. I haven't got my comments on the phone. What was it?
Oh, I'll read it then. Would you rather have pubic hair as eyelashes or COVID piles for the rest of your life? That's unsafe release. Let's come up with that one.
COVID piles, I think. Oh, someone spun. Oblivion. Livion.
Oh, Oblivion.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah,
nice.
he's going to get a penalty for that very slow corner cut as well. Which, to be fair, that'll be quite funny if that comes up. Oh,
That
come
should
on,
be
game.
fine. Yeah, I think I'd go with the COVID piles as well.
Yeah.
I'm not having pubic hair as eyelashes.
Right. Well, and he's 6.2 seconds clear. Domination for the nation. Nobby Norris is still P2, and everyone else is maintaining their gaps. Zom has got clear of everyone else. Jadon P6, Agoose 7th, Derek and 8th. So these lot have separated slightly, and Blue Flag is now back on the case. Right, let's go and check in with our mate Royston. He's not had a great evening by disconnecting or whatever it was in race 2, and this time round he's had a bit of a nightmare. Ugh.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just kind of lacked a bit of outright pace as Royston this evening.
Oh, that's a harsh statement from you, Will.
Well, it's
Well, no, you've just texted me saying he's fucking slow, isn't he? You know what I mean?
I just text about drivers in front of me rather than speaking about them.
Yeah.
I like to do that.
Let's go Hoover can. With Mikey, he's dipping one of his tyres in the grass there tactically to give himself more grip for the corner.
Hey, it's worked.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, he's worked, isn't it? Switches to the outside as Mike. Royston put him on the grass. Nope. Missed opportunity there for Royston. Mikey
Super
gets the
dry
job done.
on the rear wing
Yep.
for Mikey, as you would expect. That was alright. It's fairly
Yeah, solid move.
clean. Yeah.
Now, what can Blue Flag do? He's got a lap to gain any more places on these two here.
It's a
And,
long way from Glyn for a punt into Druids, but I wouldn't put it past him.
Yep.
If
So
anyone
Goose
can.
is probably just going to have about enough tyre to get himself to the end here.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
It's
dear.
absolutely tanned. Oh my god, it's not turning anymore. Here comes Derek.
Oh, Glyn was a bit wobbly under brakes there. Let's go with that.
I mean, Mr. Goose.
Who did I say?
Glyn.
Nah, I was watching Glyn. I was watching Glyn with a minute ago there. Just
Alright.
looking at him further up the track. Not that you could see him, but I can look through. I'm going to stop trying to get myself out of that one.
I'd like to say it was a good effort, but
Yeah, it wasn't, was it?
it wasn't really, no. Lee would have said something clever there and got himself out of it.
Yeah, but it's fuck Lee, to be honest. I mean, right, Andy's
Yeah,
going
it's
to
a
come
fair
round Clark Curve for the final time.
Proving that he knows more corners.
I do,
There we
yeah.
go.
And down the Brabham Straight. I know these things. Crosses the line for the win. Andy, job done. Nobby
Norris.
Solid for the PlayStation
P2.
playmates. Glyn with a solid P3. I'm happy for you there, Glyn. Joe Burns with an uncontrollably angry P4. And Zom rounds off a good evening, P5. Jadon P6. And Goose with his non-existent tyre. I'm so impressed with him.
I wouldn't do the weaving, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just about through.
Derek P8. Blue Flag P9. Jonesy P10. Owen 11. Mikey 12. Royston 13. Oblivion P14. And Dusty Fossil P15.
He's managed to go he's 28 seconds off the
Graham's
nearest
just said
car.
it still makes me laugh when I say his name like that. I don't know who he's on about. Who are you on about, Graham? Or is that an earlier message that I just can't see? I'm not sure.
No, I think it is a new one. I'm just not sure.
Not sure who he's on about. Oh, Jonesy's come in with a The PlayStation Playmates. Jonesy's now gone in with randomly losing grip and spinning to ruin any podium chance with a love heart eye emoji. Which, I mean, to be fair, Jonesy, no, do you know what? You could have got a podium. I won't say that you couldn't, or that you have a complete lack of ability and incapability of any reason. Ow, just hit my head on my microphone.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. It's right on the metal bit as well.
So far this evening, you've
I've
run
run
over
over
your
my
own
toe.
foot
Yeah.
and nutted your own
It's
microphone.
my second to last toe. It wasn't fun either.
You wouldn't see Lee doing that.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
But
He
then
wouldn't do
Lee also drives with his D-pad, so I'm not having that. Right. Anyway, that was FTRL that tonight. If anyone didn't know, we've just finished all of the races. We're done now, and this is the closing statement. So tomorrow night we're going to do all of this
terrible.
again, but it's going to be a different bunch of drivers and somebody else commentating, and it'll be better than what you've watched this evening. So I encourage you to watch that. If you don't want to like the stream, that's fair enough. I understand, but just make sure you like tomorrow's one instead. Tomorrow night will be Lee, who's really good at commentary and talking about cars and stuff. And then all of us will be racing. Weirdly, I'm going to be one of those people racing. So if you want to, please come and support me. I could really do with it. I've got no fans left, and just feel generally sad in life.
This has been a fantastic closing statement, this one.
It's been good,
I've
hasn't it?
enjoyed every minute.
Yeah, it's been good. Right, anyway, I'm going to do one now, and I'll come back next week at Thursday at 8:30. So if you want to come and watch that one again, please do. But if not, watch tomorrow, and I don't know, see you later, I guess. What do you reckon, Will?
Yeah, I'll see you next week, I guess.
Yeah, see you later. Oh, I will see you later.